Welcome to the English with Kirsty podcast from www.englishwithkirsty.com. Here I'll be sharing with you tips, information and other learning resources so that you can improve your business English.
Hi everybody and welcome to episode 129 of the English with Kirsty podcast, and today is just going to be a short solo episode because I want to tell you something about the Conversation Club, because I know I've mentioned this before. I regularly invite people to it, but if you're new here or if I can't even remember when I introduced it, but I know I haven't said much about it, so I just wanted to give some more information because it's something that can be useful to people. I was looking at the stats for last year, and the most popular solo episode last year was about improving your active language skills, so the speaking and the writing skills. And I think sometimes they can be the harder skills to work on because it's easy to find things to watch and to listen to. But when it comes to actually speaking and writing, then that takes a bit more effort. It makes you feel a bit more vulnerable, and sometimes it can be a bit harder. So I like to help people to work on this. The club that I set up, the Conversation Club, has been running for over a year now, a year and 3 months, I think. And we have 2 groups for the club. The club meets once every month, so each group meets once a month. So if both groups are relevant to you, you can come twice a month, but otherwise it's just once a month. There's a group for general English, and this group meets on a Wednesday evening once a month. And then there's another group for freelancers, and that is, we have a lot of translators there actually, but it's not only for translators, but it's for freelancers and business owners because their needs are different from the needs of the people who want general English. So we have these 2 groups. The meetings are online, they are 1 hour each. And the format is similar, although the groups themselves are very different because we have different topics and different people coming to them. So the format is really that people introduce themselves at the beginning, so we find out who's there. Then there's some kind of either topic or presentation that happens, a short one, and then the rest of the time is conversation. So I lead the conversation, I ask questions, I help people if they are looking for words or want to know how to say something in English, and we have a conversation, and it's just a nice atmosphere. It's relaxed, it's friendly, and it gives people the chance to speak English when they may not know who they can speak English with or who they can practice with, because if you're only practicing with customers or colleagues, then that's quite stressful sometimes. It's nice to have somewhere to go that's nothing to do with your work or maybe your friends, where you can practice with other people and have a chance to speak. Because one of the things that comes up, especially with the translators that I've been working with, is that they work a lot with written texts or that they understand English really well. But because they don't have many opportunities to speak, then it's harder to do it when they actually have to attend a conference or introduce themselves in English. So that's what we do. It's not a course. So you're not coming to learn English if you come to the Conversation Club. I do offer courses, but this isn't one. It's an opportunity to practice. So the first 3 times that you come to the club, whether that's the Tuesday group for freelancers or the Wednesday group for general English, the first 3 times are free. And after that, it costs £5 per meeting, per participation. Or you can bring someone. If you bring somebody, you get a free session. If you do a small presentation, you also get a free session. But the first 3 are free of charge, so you can decide if the club is something that's useful for you and will help you to improve your speaking skills. For anyone who's listening to this in January 2024, the meetings will be on the 23rd of January for the freelancers and the 31st of January for the general English. But there is a mailing list for the club, so if you want to get on that, you can find out at the beginning of the previous month when the dates are for the club the following month. So it's just really about that. So if you get the newsletter, you will find out anyway, but you can also get the club updates, and that just comes out once a month. Or you can get both if you really want to, that's also fine. So if you want to sign up to find out when future club meetings will be, you can go to englishwithkirsty.com/conversations. And you can also have a look on that page. There's a bit more information about the two groups. And there's information about who it's for and what we do, which is basically what I've told you, but there's a bit more detail there. And there's also information in Romanian if you'd rather read it in Romanian, although the meetings themselves are in English. Obviously, I can give support in the languages that I speak, so German, Romanian, if I know it, but generally we speak English in these meetings. So I thought I keep mentioning the club, but for anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about, now you do, because we've had a mini episode about the club. If you have any questions, you can let me know. You can contact me, podcast@englishwithkirsty.com. And you can also find me on LinkedIn. Look for Kirsty Wolf, because I post a lot of information about learning English, but there's also always the up-to-date information about the club, and the events are on LinkedIn as well. That's the place where I spend most of my time now on social media. So if you want to come and connect with me there, then I look forward to meeting you there. The next episode will be another interview. So I'm looking forward to doing that, and I will post that at the end of the next week when it's finished. So have a good week, everyone, and have fun learning English. And if you'd like to come to the club, I look forward to welcoming you to one of our club events.
I hope you enjoyed this episode of the English with Kirsty podcast. If you have any questions or comments, my email address is kirsty@englishwithkirsty.com, or you can go to www.englishwithkirsty.com/podcast, where you'll find information about the individual episodes.